is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Are you kidding me? See, I didn't even know that. Darkwing Duck says, Mike Klum has decided to do one on EDP 445 instead. Take that for what you will. Wow. Wow. Alrighty then. So anyway, perhaps I dodged a bullet there, right? But anyway, and so I started taking my time, exploring open worlds, doing all the content and all of that, right? People liked it. People, oh, this is much better. Now your playthroughs are more interesting. And I had people along for the ride with me. But now, it's funny, because here I am playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And as I'm doing the open world content, which is fun, and has its own plots and meaningful stuff going on, I'm getting upgrades, material, all this stuff. People are just sitting here complaining. Oh my god, why is he doing this? Does he not know that this content is boring and grindy? And I'm like, wait a minute. If you want a game that doesn't have that content in it, there's a game like that. You want to know what it's called? Final Fantasy VII, the original. In Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the open world's like 6+ hours of awesome, fun content for RPG lovers, right? So the question is, what are you looking for? Like, I think that the game developers did exactly what they should have done. They've adding in all this supplemental content that makes this game feel like what you wish a game was originally. You know, like, don't you wish that in the 90s when you were playing these classic RPGs that you could have all this extra fun content and stuff? It's just crazy to me that now you're getting that content and people are like, wow, well, this is boring.
It's all about this first, and then the content second.
Really? It's boring that you're finally getting this content people have always wanted. You know, I'm riding around on 5 different chocobos. All my party members are present on the screen, which is amazing, because most RPGs never do that. You know, the graphics are great. Are they fuzzy? Yes. I'm not going to lie. The graphics are fuzzy. But they're 60 frames. The game looks stunning in combat and stuff. Albeit a little bit too many effects. It's hard to see what happens in certain fights. But it's still amazing looking, right? And there's enough content of all different kinds to keep you occupied and interested. Around every corner, there's something new to discover, something interesting in this open world. So, it's just crazy to me. Oh, this content's boring. Phil should skip it. That's what people are saying. Phil should skip all the content of Final Fantasy VII and just do the story. I swear to God, we go full circle. Just like back in the day, I used to do mature-rated content, sexualized commentary, racial commentary, right? Racial jokes, things like that. And everyone complained, wow, you're such an immature asshole, right? You're such an idiot. This is why you don't deserve success, because you're just a jerk. So over the years, I mature, I change. I become a different person. Now, I don't want to do that commentary anymore. And now people say, wow, your commentary sucks. It's boring now. You don't do all that fun, risque commentary you used to do. It's like, you have to understand something, okay? And I mean this now. I hope people will listen. You can only demand change for so long, but then when you get it, you can't go back on it because things have already changed. It's too late, right? Like, here's the thing. 10, 15 years ago, I was a completely different dude. I was single. I was an alcoholic, alright? I didn't take YouTube seriously. I was fucking around every video that I made. So I rushed through a game just to get views or make money. I fuck around with my commentary because I don't care about the repercussions of what I say. I think the whole thing's a joke anyway, right? Today, I'm in my 40s. I'm happily married. I have a wife and a life. This is my full-time job. It's my occupation. I take it way more seriously. I don't want to get canceled on the internet for some bullshit because I need this as my job, you know? This isn't really fucking around anymore. This is way more serious business. People tell me all the time that they find what I do very meaningful. My commentary and the things that we talk about every day is very useful to them, and whether it's, you know, makes you feel good, puts a smile on your face, you get informed by the stuff we talk about here on the podcast, or whatever it is. I can't fuck around like I used to anymore. I'm not that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm literally not that guy anymore. But now people are saying, well, why can't you just go back to how you were 15 years ago? Because you asked me to change.
What?
Like, the entire movement of This Is How You Don't Play was, wow, Phil is this very unprofessional, irreverent jerk. And he doesn't deserve success because of that. So I listened directly to 10 years of criticism to change myself for the better, and now the feedback I get is, go back to how you were? No. No. There's a whole new generation of people now who are like that. And they're out there making millions of dollars, which I never made back in the day. It wasn't even possible. There were no sponsorships and partnerships and paid product placements. All the things that they get, didn't exist when I was doing that kind of content 15 years ago. So I was doing it for the love of it, pretty much, you know, and I stumbled into doing it for a living, all right?
Oh my god, he's drinking wheelchair donations.
So that's what drives me nuts, because here I am playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm loving the game. I'm taking my time with it. I'm doing all the meaningful content that I'm discovering in it. And a lot of the feedback I'm getting is, wow, this playthrough is boring because you're taking your time and doing side content. Rush through all that content and get to the story. What? So go back 15 years. Go back to the old Phil again. Like, what on earth? And you know what it is? It's like I've always said. Okay? And I'll say it again because this is a very true statement from my experience in life. In life, things swing like a pendulum. Okay? Imagine that there's this big pendulum swinging back and forth. Back and forth. At one point, the pendulum swings all the way this way, and this is what everything is and what everyone wants. And then over time, all of a sudden, the pendulum swings back because of gravity and goes this way, and now it's on this side, and everyone wants this. You know, when I started on YouTube, people wanted this. Then, somewhere in the middle, it swung this way, and people wanted this. Well, now that pendulum is swinging back. Well, it's too late. Unlike waves of life and generational entertainment and stuff, I'm already an older dude. I'm changed, and my business is different now. I can't go back to that. You know what I'm saying?
And if you disagree with me, you're stupid. It's an IQ test.
So it is what it is, but it's frustrating to me because I really like Final Fantasy. By the way, to give you some perspective here, yeah, the playthrough's not doing well at all, in regards to, like, everything I'm doing. The Final Fantasy VII videos so far, we're 3 days in, haven't even done as well as the Silent Hill, the short message playthrough from a few weeks ago. And that was a 3-hour throwaway experience that really was not very good. And that has gotten more views and attention on it than my Final Fantasy VII Rebirth playthrough so far. So, I'm sorry, because a lot of people like to make excuses, right? And they say, well, it's you. It's you and your commentary. Is it really? What am I doing wrong in my commentary? What am I doing wrong in the game? Do you want me to rush through and skip all the content? Then the playthrough sucks. But if I do all the side content, then the playthrough's boring. It sucks, right? I'm talking with my audience. We're having conversation. So what did I do wrong there, right? No, here's the truth. Because as much as people want to always pin it on me, the truth is it's not the case. There's tons of stuff that I'm doing that people like, that people are actually turning out and watching and enjoying. The problem is, it's not RPG playthroughs. The RPG playthroughs are played out because there's too many fucking RPGs at once.
I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct.
They all came out within this 3+ month span. Keep in mind, it started in December with Baldur's Gate 3. And I figured December and January were the perfect time to play Baldur's Gate 3 because there was nothing going on. But then what happened? RPG, 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 RPG. There's too many fucking RPGs at once. Right? And what's the problem with RPGs is that even though you can argue that RPGs are very different in the way that they execute, they're all very similar, okay? What do RPGs have? Usually loads of characters with different backstories, loads of elaboration on that backstory, loads of combat, whether it's action-based or turn-based, there's still loads of it, and it's very repetitive and takes up time. Loads of world exploration with little minutia when it comes to things going on in the world. Loads of side questing, loads of collecting, loads of leveling, loads of menus, loads of dialogue, loads. Too many fucking loads, all right? It all just feels samey when even if you're playing these different universes and different styles of RPG, it's just the same shit over and over. You understand? Like, it really does. And that's the thing. I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3, feels different from Like a Dragon, feels different from Final Fantasy VII, but at the end of the day, they're all RPGs. They're all kind of samey when it comes down to what you're doing in each of them. So I get the fact that there's going to be massive burnout. And again, I wish that there was more stuff going on. But what's going on? A failure of a game in Suicide Squad. A co-op only game in Helldivers 2. We tried Pal World. It worked for a few streams, but then it got boring. So I can only play what's available.
Cynical, negative bastard.
So what's funny about what I'm saying right now, okay, is that when you compare, for example, what we're doing on DSP Gaming to what we're actually doing on my other channel, the Throwback channel, which we're going to talk in a little bit. Because on that channel, all I'm doing is watching and reacting to my old content. And that channel's doing well. Now, views-wise, is it sky high? No. But actually, we're getting people engaged and supportive and excited for the content on the Throwback channel more than the new gameplay right now. Seriously. Like, it's actually hard for me to retain any viewership on all these 100 RPGs. You know? And you know what? My Ruin just made a great point. He says the same's going to happen with Dragon's Dogma 2. People are going to be mad at you if you skip it because there's too many RPGs, but then people will be upset with you if you skip it because you skipped the new game. Correct. I'm basically in this impossible situation where because too many of the same style of game have come out now in a 3-month span, if I play the new ones, no one cares, they're boring, it's the same kind of game. If I skip it, how dare you skip it? Don't you understand it's a new game and everyone wants it? Like, what? You just can't win. Like, people were very pumped and excited for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. They can't wait to see you play it.
The feedback I'm getting now is most people are not attending the live streams because they're playing it themselves. And they're going to watch the videos on demand after the fact, which I appreciate. But, I'm a live streamer. I don't play stuff off camera. So, I'm going to have to stream the game. What do I do if if half the people aren't attending the streams, right? I don't know. Like, it really is a tough time right now when it comes to the gameplay. It is. Like, I'm confused of what I'm supposed to be doing different when no one seems to have a solution.
Right? And the funny part is people keep saying, oh, no, it's not that, it's too many RPGs. Then explain it. Really explain it. Right? I'd love to hear your explanation for this, because there is none. It's just, there's too many fucking RPGs. It's not that people aren't interested, it's that they're not interested in the same thing 20 times in a row.
Oh my god, he's drinking piss.
Why do you think it's called role-playing? Because you're supposed to be playing the role of one of the characters in the game, and the character doesn't just ignore the universe around them and run at a breakneck speed to the end. They actually immerse themselves in the universe and take advantage of everything around them. That's the point of an RPG. So if you don't like RPGs, I get it, but then don't say that I'm playing the game wrong. That's asinine and stupid. Okay? Okay, so I love it. I wish more people would attend the streams. The streams already, we're only 3 days into it. Already, attendance has dwindled, support has dwindled, and there's not much I can do about that. All I can do is continue to play it and enjoy it and represent it fairly. I think the game is great. I really do. Like I've been telling you guys, the more I play it, the more I like. And if it stays at this formula of 4 or 5 hours of story that's kind of linear, and then goes to a nice open world area where you can explore and do all this cool, fun, optional content, and if it alternates back and forth like that, I think this could be one of the best RPGs in recent memory. Seriously, I think it's going to be outstanding. I'm super excited for that. So I hope that you guys are too, but it just seems like the vast majority of people who like the game are saying they're not watching the streams. So I don't know what to do about that. Okay?
There's ample time. There's still a few minutes for ginormous contributions to come in. Like, if someone just wanted to drop, like, a giant $100 tip or, like a $50,000 tip, that'd be great. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.